Hello, welcome to Swiss Watch Gang. Welcome to our third live stream of the day. It's been a busy day, but super fun to be again in Geneva and really to see watches in person, meet the people behind the brand, behind the watches, the passionate individuals who create wristwatches, which we so dearly love. Now we're actually in the flagship boutique of Ulysse Nardin. It's the only boutique in Europe, and it's beautiful. All around us, we have memorabilia from the past, plus some novelties. And today we're actually here with Jean-Christophe. He's the head of product at Ulysse Nardin. We're going to take a look at the novelties, but also before we dive into that, we'll take a look at the past, where the brand started, and you see we have great examples here. So Jean-Christophe, thank you for being on the channel, for your time, and also to explain my audience why they should care about Ulysse Nardin.
Hi, Marco.
Hello.
It's a pleasure for me to be there with you.
Yeah.
Before we present the collection that we are introducing at Geneva Watch Days, I would like that we come a little bit into the future and a little bit into the past.
Perfect. Let's dive into it.
So, do you prefer to start by the future or the past?
The past.
The past?
At the core, at the beginning.
Okay.
This is something I always wanted to buy, maybe in the future. I love this. So can you explain to the audience what is this and why is it on the table?
Okay. This piece is very particular to Ulysse Nardin. It's called a marine chronometer. We have been the leading Swiss watch brand in the industry in producing these navigation instruments. We have produced more than 10,000 pieces, and we have supplied more than 50 navies all over the world.
Wow.
And this piece is not only something that gives time.
Yeah.
It is related to strategic military instruments, because at that time it was used to all the calculation related to long-haul navigation.
Yeah. 1
second discrepancy means more than 460 meters variation.
You lose the war.
Exactly. You can lose the boat.
Yeah.
Thousands of sailors died in the long-haul navigation because the instruments were not precise enough. And at the beginning of the exploration of the oceans era, more than 20% of the boats were definitely lost at sea because of mistakes in navigation calculation.
Wow, interesting. Surprising.
We have produced more than 10,000 units of this instrument that is protected from humidity with a box. And this instrument, as you can see, is mounted on a gimbal in order to compensate the effect of navigation of the boat. And the only person who had the authorization to touch this instrument in the boat was the captain. Wow. You could be sentenced by death
if you touch it.
If you touch that. It's true. Why? Because these pieces were assembled, conceived, and produced by Ulysse Nardin, and then they were sent to the observatory of Neuchâtel during 3 months. A logbook was maintained every day with all the variations. And then it was delivered, the object, with the logbook to the captain. The captain was doing all the calculations from the first harbor with the variations coming from the logbook.
Interesting. That was precise work, huh?
Precise work, and also precise handling of the object.
Yeah.
Every day, the captain had to wind the mechanism only once, because it is more precise when it is fully winded.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he was the only person to have the key of the box. Here, you can look the clock from the top.
But you can't
this
touch
is
it.
for all the officers.
Yeah.
But the captain has the key. He will open the box, and he is able to wind by the rear side the mechanism.
Wow. And then you thought about the captain of today and decided to create this beautiful piece of art. It's not I wouldn't call this a timekeeping device. It's and you can actually.
It's a good definition so far.
Piece of art, it is.
Maybe you can. I mean, it's also a toy.
Yeah.
Maybe you can demonstrate
it's we tested this before, but it's I'm always scared when I do this. So basically, it has.
Don't be shy.
It has 3 dials, huh?
Yes, you have.
Jesus.
So, well, in fact,
this is scary, man. Wow. So this is the today's version, or maybe even the future's version of this machine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In fact, we are celebrating this year our 175th anniversary, and we wanted to pay tribute to this object.
To the beginning.
Yes,
Yeah.
and we are presenting this year the UFO.
Wow.
The UFO because
it's a good name.
Yes,
Yeah.
I mean it's kind of UFO.
Makes sense.
And I mean a marine chronometer for the period of time,
Yeah.
it was a UFO.
Yeah.
And we wanted to pay tribute to the past by reinventing the marine chronometer of the future.
Yeah.
So this piece that you see here, the UFO, is a limited edition of 75 pieces. It is a roly-poly, so it's a toy, it's a piece of art, and it is also, of course, made of huge mechanics. I mean, it's 675 components, 1 year power reserve.
1 year.
1 year.
How do you wind? You wind it on the
Yes.
on the side, maybe.
You have some holes on the side.
Okay. I see.
4 of them.
Yeah.
3 to set the 3 different time zones, depending on the harbor you are, living and you want to go.
Yeah.
And the 4th one is for the winding system.
Wow. And what's the frequency of the balance wheel? Because it beats very slow, huh?
Yes, correct. It's a 0.5 hertz.
0.5 hertz.
Yes.
Wow. Is that good or bad for the accuracy?
Well, it's not really what is the best for accuracy.
Okay.
And it's a little bit counterintuitive, but our interpretation was here, chronometry accuracy was the key word.
Yeah.
Here we are in a modern interpretation of that instrument.
Yeah.
So we are still in the navigation environment. You will find some codes that are typical to Ulysse Nardin, the colors, the symbols, but it is also more to be seen as a toy, something that you look as a piece that is just exceptional.
Yeah, makes
and
sense.
So, of course, the more you will play with it,
Yeah.
the less it could be accurate. But
Yeah,
it is
okay,
still,
makes sense.
I mean, a kind of challenge in terms of mechanics. Can
For
you
sure.
imagine 1 year power reserve?
No.
This is, I believe, for the very first time in a mechanical table clock.
Yeah, I mean the most I know of is the Vasco Constantin dual balance. I think it's called perpetual calendar with 65 days of power reserve.
Yes.
I mean, okay, that's a wristwatch, but this is amazing. Huh? What's the price point of this? If anybody of you wants to buy this one,
So the price is just below 40,000
well, that's
Swiss
okay.
francs. That's okay.
Could be worse.
I have to say that
I'm not sarcastic, by the way. Yeah, it's a good price for what you get.
I have to say that it's unfortunately, or I mean, fortunately for me, it's already pre-sold. Everything is pre-sold.
Boo. Boo. Cool, awesome. So I also see the DNA of modern Ulysse Nardin timepieces in the design language here, the dial, the frame, and
The
everything.
X, for example,
exactly, the X.
some symbols that we like at Ulysse Nardin. Yes, we wanted to celebrate this anniversary in 2 ways. The first way, with such kind of pieces that we have presented a few months ago already, showing the pioneering mindset, the creative spirit of the brand.
Yeah.
And the second way is brings us to the capsule collection that we are introducing at this Geneva Watch Days.
Yeah.
And it is related to chronometry and to history.
Of course. So on this note, we have a selection of watches here, which we'll show as well. We have a second camera, thankfully, so we can show you guys a bit closer. It's not going to be this far away. So maybe let's start with this watch. It's what we would call a panda dial in the jargon.
Yes.
The first time you guys did it, right?
It's the first time you will see a panda in the Marine Torpilleur collection.
Yeah.
It is a limited edition of 300 pieces. And it is price positioned at 7,800 Swiss francs.
Super competitive. Huh?
And I believe what is important to say is that as all the other limited editions that you will see, all the design elements and signatures are directly inspired, obviously, from the marine chronometer that we have just presented.
No,
which means that you will find the Roman numerals, the cathedral hands, the rails, you will find the fluted bezel, the concave case, and also
the plaque on the side,
the side plate on the side with the specific number.
Yeah, so those who watched my collection video, you would know that I have a Ulysse Nardin marine watch, which has a pretty similar dial construction with a power reserve on top, seconds on the bottom, plus the date window. The old one I have is a square, not round. And also I see we have a different dial version here on the table.
Yes, you are a good observator.
Yeah,
see everything.
I'm nosy.
That one is another dial animation, but it's quite particular.
Yeah, it's a navy blue.
It's a navy blue enamel dial that is Grand Feu that has been created by our in-house workshop, Donze Cadran, for this particular anniversary.
I've been there before. It's cool. I remember a nice lady working there, like quick and super skillful. I saw you have a lot of beautiful enamel watches in the collection, but to offer this in a, let's say, more affordable variation is also great. What's the price point of this one?
The price for that one is 11,900.
Oh, it's fair.
And just to come to what you said about that girl, if you want to be enameler, it requires 5 years of training.
Wow.
Just to see all the know-how that is
a lot of patience. A lot of patience and bubbles.
Bubbles. A piece like that, probably you have to put it 10 times in the oven in order to remove all the small dots that you can see on an enamel.
Is the case spec open? Can you show us the movement?
Yes, of course. So the movement is our flagship caliber. The name of the caliber is 118. It is a manufacture movement, obviously,
automatic
with a silicium escapement, automatic. 60 hours power reserve, and it is, of course, as you mentioned, it's very important. It is the perfect transcription mechanically of a marine chronometer to
a wristwatch.
And all these models are called marine Torpilleur. Do you know why?
I don't know why. I gotta say, guys, I don't know why.
I'm surprised because you know many things about Ulysse Nardin.
Yes, but not
that.
I don't speak French, so let me just give a thank you to my friend here who gave us €5. Thank you. Watch Ragazzi is also YouTuber from Germany, super cool guy. Likes Panerai watches as well. So thank you and danke fürs Zuschauen. Sorry, but let's continue.
No, let's continue with the name Torpilleur.
It's
the French name for torpedo.
Okay, cool.
So
got it.
we have produced marine chronometer, but we have also produced in the past smaller versions in pocket watches, and they have been called by the French Navy Torpilleur, and they have been ordered in a smaller size in order to equip smaller battleships,
of course,
torpedoes, submarines, commandos for operations between land and sea, and to pay tribute to that type of format, we have decided to call these products that are thin, that are timeless, torpedo, because they are a little bit smaller than some timepieces that we used to produce in the past.
Awesome. Oh, and they look also beautiful for an everyday watch. What else do we have on the table? Maybe let's do this one. Yes. I saw this in person. I was surprised that you haven't done this before, because it's a very logical step for this dial. Huh?
Yes, correct.
So again, the same collection, power reserve at 12 o'clock, blued hands, right?
Yes.
Roman numerals, fluted bezel, and like you said, on the side we have the plaque, which is famous, and most Ulysse Nardin watches have it. Or
every Ulysse Nardin has the side plate, like for the navigation instruments.
Awesome. But on this one we have at 6 o'clock a nice moon phase indication.
Exactly.
Right?
So it is a variation of our flagship caliber, the 118. It's called 119, and it's the first time we are launching this complication, this small complication.
Beautiful. Looks really nice.
So this piece is limited in 300 pieces. It's also available in a blue dial. And the
also
price,
enamel or
no, it is
lacquer?
yes, exactly, a lacquer
but
dial.
many layers.
Yes,
Layers of lacquer.
yes, correct. And I was mentioning the price point. I think
Yes, yeah.
9,400
Good. Swiss francs.
Swiss francs.
Yeah.
Yes.
But if you buy it now, I'm kidding. You get a coaster, a Ulysse Nardin coaster. With I'm kidding. This is not QVC, guys.
Another product is also an in-house caliber. It's a chronograph.
Yeah.
We are presenting 2 limited edition, 300 pieces each. One in blue color, one in white color, lacquered dial. The price is 11,500 Swiss francs. What I like with this chronograph is that it has a particularity which is directly linked to our know-how and also to our past. We have added an annual calendar small complication to the chronograph.
I see
and,
that.
It has been conceived by Mr. Ludwig Oechlin.
Yeah, I know. Oxen Jr.
Exactly.
And the Freak. Huh?
Yes, the genius watchmaker that have developed many incredible timepieces for us.
Many for which we know, many for which we don't know.
Exactly.
We have a gentleman from Indonesia. He's wearing a 263 minus 33 Maximilian. I have 263 minus 22, so we are watch buddies. Good watch, huh?
Yes, it's a good one. So, voilà. Congratulations. I mean, it's the root of the company, clearly.
Absolutely. So, but this is again not a normal chronograph. It's a annual calendar.
Yes.
If you can explain the audience what that means, an annual calendar.
Well, it's a small complication. It's not a perpetual calendar, so you will have every 4 years, to adapt the calendar. But it's very practical. You can see the months and you can see the days and the date. So, I mean, it's useful and it's like we like. And also, what is very particular to Ludwig Oechlin heritage at Ulysse Nardin is that you can set the watch through the crown forward and backward. It's very easy.
Very easy, robust, very robust.
And you don't need any tool or anything to do that. It's practical because we like to do robust and practical instruments.
Makes sense, because Oechlin also, Ulysse Nardin publicly owns a part of, right?
Yes.
Oxen Jr.
It's an independent brand. It belongs to Ludwig, but we are partnering because we are helping each other and we deliver some movements to him.
Oh, that's great. Can you show us the case back of this one?
Yes, with pleasure.
So the audience also sees a nice chronograph.
So the caliber is...
If you can just, let me help you there.
Yes.
Because this is actually, having a chronograph movement and also in-house is very beautiful to have in the collection. And with a nice rotor as well, with the UN logo on it and the 2 anchors. Super cool. Awesome. So if you're in the market for a chronograph, take a look at UN. Huh? Maybe you like it, guys. Go to the boutique or store. Whatever's closer. So, monsieur, the next watch, which is also on the thumbnail for this video, and something I don't own yet, a Tourbillon, right?
Yes, it's a Tourbillon. It's probably, as you will see, I mean, it's obviously the piece I prefer. It's probably the piece that epitomizes the most all the know-how of Ulysse Nardin and the history of Ulysse Nardin. It is a flying tourbillon that has been developed on the base, again, of the 118, which is our marine chronometer. But it has something particular for this anniversary. We have adapted the constant escapement that won the GPHG prize in 2015. This constant escapement is made of a flying anchor, so there is no axis on the anchor. It's a flying anchor made of blades, flexible blades.
Wow.
And the idea is to improve the reduction of friction. And this constant escapement is loaded in a marine timepiece for the very first time. There is also something I like very much in that piece, is the enamel. I mean, this dial is just incredible. It's a black enamel dial.
If we turn it a bit, we can see it shimmer slightly. You see when the light hits it, you can see the enamel actually.
And maybe, I don't know if you know that, because you know so many things and
Maybe.
you have already
Test
visited
me.
the workshop. But the black color is the most difficult to master.
Yes, bubbles again.
Exactly. The more you go dark, the more it's complicated.
Yeah.
So this is why we have reserved this black color to this rose gold case.
Yes, it's a perfect combination. Plus, you can see you use silicon, right? On the Escapement, which is also something you guys are known for, actually.
Yes, we have been the first brand to bring the silicium technology in the market in 2001 with the Freak.
Yeah.
And all these 7 limited editions that I am presenting today are, of course, carrying this technology.
Yeah.
And
they have a silicon escapement or anchor?
Yes, you will have the air spring.
Yeah.
You will have the anchor and the escapement wheel in silicium.
Awesome. And that's good for the longevity of the movement, basically.
Yes, it is.
And the precision, everything.
It's good for the anti-magnetism. It's good for to resist to the frictions. It is long-lasting. All our silicium components are provided with a 10 years warranty.
Oh, nice.
So it's really something that allowed us to make a step in terms of precision and robustness for the calibers.
Awesome.
The piece that you see here on the screen is limited in 175 exemplaries. I did not mention that. And the price positioning is 45,900 Swiss francs for something that
rose gold
encapsulates
you can't complain, huh?
all the know-hows of the manufacturer.
Is that a gold automatic rotor?
Yes.
Nice. Again, with the 2 anchors, typical for Ulysse Nardin. Circular Côte de Genève, or how would you call that?
Yes.
Awesome. Good job. So, Monsieur, what is your favorite watch of this launch, or you cannot pick them because you're the head of product? Or it's like picking your favorite child. Huh?
Well,
it's impossible. But
obviously, the most spectacular piece is that one.
Yeah.
The most authentic, carrying everything, in my opinion. Ticking all the cases,
boxes,
as you say, all the boxes is probably this limited edition in rose gold.
Yeah.
But for those, I mean, I'm not really a fan of rose gold, and I like versatile material like steel or titanium.
Titanium is good. Yeah.
The one I would prefer myself is probably that one,
the Chrono,
which is the Chrono. I find it very cool. It's a navy blue color. It's not a regular blue.
Yeah.
And I like also the fact that it is an annual calendar. I mean, it's practical, it's cool, it's sporty and dressy in the meantime. So it's also a pick I could do.
It's a good daily watch, right?
Yes.
This is for the weekend or something special
moment.
Yes. But this is, you can scratch it, you can beat it. You have 10 years on the movement, which is amazing. Huh?
Yes.
I mean, sounds very like nothing, but somebody who collects watches like myself, servicing watches, it gets annoying and pricing in time, right? So if you have 10 years, it's like a car, basically. You don't have to service it out of your pocket, right? Unless you probably drop it or something, I don't know.
No, but it was it's really part of the philosophy of the brand. When you produce a marine chronometer, it has you need to be able to do to circumnavigate around the globe with no problem with the instrument. Huh? You cannot face any issue.
Sure.
So for us, it is very important at Ulysse Nardin to perpetuate this philosophy. And this is why we try. We consider that the 118 caliber that you can find, for example, at the entry price level with this Panda collection, as we say in French, it's a tractor.
This is great.
We have nearly no returns with this caliber. It is highly qualitative.
This is great. And the hands are nice as well. Typical shape for you guys. I mean, it's a no-brainer. And panda dials are very popular as well. So here somebody says that would look great next to my gold IWC Portugieser and gold Rolex Cellini. He was talking about the Tourbillon.
Yes.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So, Monsieur, how was Geneva Watch Days for you so far? Happy with the outcome, the results?
Yes.
Happy to see people again?
Yeah.
Invite people to the boutique?
I like the concept very much. It's cool. It's cooler than
a big fair.
SIHH or Basel World, you know.
Yeah.
You can take more time, and people, they know they come, they are like friends, and you can discuss with journalists, with retailers, with friends of the brand. And also, of course, everybody is very happy to see that. I mean, maybe the difficult period is behind us, and we are starting to live again. A little bit. So.
It's nice. It's nice. I saw so many friends from all around the world today in Geneva.
Yes.
It's cool because we speak on Instagram all the time or on YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's nice. Oh, that's how you look, you know. A few people stopped me already. Oh, Swiss Watch, and I'm like, do I know you? Yes, we talk all the time. Like, oh, you are this guy, you know. It's
yes.
It's cool to put a face behind the account, you know, online, and also to meet people from the brands like yourself. So yeah, I want to thank you so much for taking your time out of your valuable day, showing us the pieces, and maybe one day we'll bring you guys behind the scenes to the factory, to Le Locle, where you guys are based.
You are most welcome.
Maybe we see the lady at Onze Cadran.
Yes. You can also visit Sigatec, where we are producing the silicium components.
Silicium components. I was there already, not with the camera, unfortunately. But I'm going to go back again, fully equipped, and we'll show this to the audience for sure. So guys, follow Ulysse Nardin on Instagram. Check out the website. Check out the novelties and all the other watch blogs that are covering the news. Also, leave a comment down below which watch you like the most. If you have some questions for the brand as well, they're gonna monitor, you know, the stream and also the video to see if somebody has concerns, questions, or whatever. I'm gonna make sure that they answer. And yeah, I wish you a lot of success in this Geneva Watch Days, and I hope to see you soon. Yeah.
Thanks, Marco, and thanks everybody for the attention.
Of course, with pleasure. See you guys in the next one. We're gonna go to a special brand. We're going to go to Rouge. So the next stream is in a few hours, and tune in. See you there.